Mina, I don't believe it. And she was like, you are pregnant. And I don't know, for a moment I felt like my world, just froze. Like it stood still for me. Hello guys, my name is Mixo Nkanyane. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're gonna like it here. Please like, comment and subscribe. Kimahala guys, it's free. Imahala. Well, today I will be doing a story time about when I found out that I was pregnant in varsity. So guys, it all started when I started feeling some kind of way. I didn't feel like myself. My taste buds were just very weird. So I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't know what was going on. I just thought maybe it's flu, and then I bought pills to make sure that I get okay, but I didn't. I remember the day that it got to the peak was when I went to campus. I was going to campus, and then I bought eggs in the way because I was hungry. It was in the morning and I was so hungry, and then I bought boiled eggs and then I ate them. After that I got to campus and I bought stew and samp. I think it was after classes. I bought stew and samp, and then I came back to rest, and then I said, you know what, maybe I'm just hungry, maybe I'm not eating well, that is why I'm feeling this way. Then I started eating. Yo guys, before I could even finish, I was just so hungry, and I started eating. Before I could even finish, I started feeling like very nauseous. Then I said, okay, let me run to the bathroom. Like the bathroom was just around the corner, and then when I ran there, before I could even get to the bathroom, I vomited like on the floor. And then like I was so scared. I didn't know what was going on. I thought, you know what, I'm sick, I'm dying here. Then I called my mom and I told her, you know what, this and this and that and that and that happened. Nothing can stay in my stomach. I don't know what to do because I've been taking pills. I think I'm sick. I want to come back home. And my mom was like, you know what, didn't you do anything? Maybe you're pregnant. I was like, yeah. I don't even know why I was surprised, because you know what, I was having sex. When you're having sex, you should expect to be pregnant, especially when you're not preventing, or especially when you know you're not using plastic. So you should know that you can get pregnant. It's way too possible. Then I I was shocked, and I was like, hey, she might be right. Plus my periods were like they spotted. I didn't get my full period, so it might be that I'm really pregnant. Then I went to get a pregnancy test from Clicks. I got two actually, just to be sure, to be certain. I came back, and then we had a group work later on at night, and then I went to the group work. I went with my pregnancy test, because you know I'm that girl. I know, no, not now. I'm not pregnant. I know myself. I know I'm not pregnant. My God is always with me. He's always protecting me, so I'm not pregnant. So I had the guts, guys. I took out the pregnancy test down, and I was like to my group members, because we were all girls. I was like, you know what, guys, I am going to check what. And they were like, when are you not scared? I was like, no, I'm not scared, because I trust myself. Then after that, I went to the bathroom with this other friend of mine, and then I checked, and when I was like, it was two lines. One was very clear and the other one was blurry. And I was like, yep, pregnant. Mina, I don't believe it. And she was like, you are pregnant. And I don't know, for a moment I felt like my world just froze. Like it stood still for me. I don't know, everything was just like, it just came back, and it was just like, you know what, good tense, good tricky. Then after that, I went back to the group members and I was like, I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm excited. I was even dancing on top of the tables in the library. I was dancing. So we came back and then like it was joyous until I had to tell my parents. So I texted my mom and I was like, you know what, mom, I'm pregnant. I texted my father and I was like, Dad, I'm expecting. Shit, the guys. I was like, so far was you either tell them or you don't. It's pregnancy, it's gonna show. So just say it. Just say it. They're not gonna kill you, and they're too far. They're not even gonna beat you up. So, and like, what am I gonna do? Then I posted on my WhatsApp status. I was like, I'm expecting. I was excited, guys. I don't know if I was excited or was just shocked or what was happening with me. And then my aunt was like, yeah, when are you expecting? And I said, yeah. And she said, okay, fine. You should come over this side so that we can talk about, you know, all this stuff. Then I went there, and you know, like I was pregnant, but I don't know, man. I was okay, but I felt like life was not going the way I wanted. I felt like I disappointed my parents. Like it was starting to sink in that I am really pregnant, and I didn't even want to be pregnant, you know, at the point in my life, because I was doing my second year in varsity. So I went to my aunt's place and they talked to me. They asked me who the father is and all that junk. Then after that, I came back to campus to rest, and then I stayed for a little while. Then after that, I went back home to Limpopo till Lamps, and my pregnancy was here. That time my dad is not even talking to me, and I was like, you know what, wait, I'm gonna greet you. So when I got home, I greeted him. I was like, everything is fine. I stood up for myself, and I was like, you know what, even if they throw me out, it's okay, because it's my baby anyway. I'm not gonna kill the child. I'm not gonna do anything to the baby. I want the baby, so it's fine. I didn't want it now, but I will keep it, you know. And then after that, yeah, everything was okay. It was okay. Then we came back to campus again in February. In February, this other matron spotted me because I was pregnant. Was here. She was like, Gwena, you should go to the chief matron and you should talk to her, because she has to talk to you about the pregnancy. Then I was like, okay, sharp. Then I went to the chief matron. The chief matron was like, you know what, Miguel, when you're 7 months and upwards pregnant here at campus, we no longer allow you to stay at rest. You should go back home and stay home. We'll give you a letter. That letter you're going to show to your lecturers. Okay, so as I was saying that, you know, they were like, we're gonna take the letter, we're gonna write you a letter, and you're gonna take the letter to the lecturers so that you can write tests that you missed, and you can show them why you didn't attend classes, because you were going into labor. It's a natural thing, it happens. Yo guys, transition bala. I need to. I was so stressed out. I didn't even know what to do. And they said, okay, it's fine. Then every time when I went to classes and when I came back, I had to hide, because I didn't want the matrons to see me that I'm still around rest, and I didn't want them to come. I was always scared when someone knocked on my room, because I thought they were going to chase me out, you know. And I didn't want to go back home. I wanted to finish like the semester and then go back home on the 9th month, you know, just to give birth and come back to school again. So after that, I finally decided that, you know what, I can't live in fear. I have to do something. And then I talked to my friend, and my friend was like, I stay off campus, so you can come and stay with me for a little while until you can go back home, and then until you finish like this these tests that we're about to write, and then you can go back home. Then I went there and I stayed with her. Yo guys, and I was in my 3rd trimester. It was so hard. It was in March, and I was supposed to give birth in April. Then the president announced that, you know what, we're going into lockdown, so people like have to vacate rest, they have to go back home. Buses were organized like really fast, and I was so excited, guys. I packed my things. I was like, you know what, I'm going back home to give birth. And like I felt like the universe favored me. I felt like God saw my situation and he stopped the whole world for me. That's how much I love myself. That's how much I love my guts, you know. Then I went back home, and then I stayed at home. I was so tired. I was always complaining that, you know what, I'm tired. People gave birth, people so as I was saying, guys, that I was always complaining that, you know what, I just want to give birth. I was so tired. I always had heartburn. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep properly at night, and my body just felt tired. I started having sleepless nights, so I would toss and turn in bed for like the whole night. Then after that, I on a Sunday, I think it was on a Sunday, I started having contractions. So I told my mom that, you know what, I'm starting to feel some pains. I don't know what's going on. And my mom said, okay, let me take you to the hospital. Let's go and get you checked to see what is going on, because really you are due. So I went to the hospital, and they checked me, and they were like, when you're not in labor, but I was feeling like some pains a little bit. Then they were like, you're not in labor, you just have an infection, so we're gonna give you pills so that you can, you know, you can take these pills, and then they'll clean you up so that you can be good, because it's the discharge that is making you to feel like that, you know. Then I was like, okay, it's fine. Then I went back home. Yeah, I was so disappointed. I even cried that day that, you know what, I'm tired. I just want to give birth, because it's been long now. The baby is here. I feel like it's time. Then on a Tuesday, I went back to a hospital because I was in pain. But I told my grandmother that I'm feeling pains, but I don't want us to go now, because I know we're gonna stay for a long time in the clinic. So I'm just gonna, you know, stay home and like pace around, wait for them to be severe so that I can go to hospital, so that when I get there I just give birth and come back home. Can't, that was not the case, guys. It is not the case. I paced down until I felt like they were getting serious, and then my grandmother said, okay, let's call an Uber, and then we went there. And then when we got to the clinic, I was just so, I was in pain. When I got there, I just sat for a long time. I was not giving birth. I was not feeling, the pains were not severe, because there was someone there who was also in labor, and she was like pacing up and down, calling nurses. She was busy, but me, I was more relaxed. Then they checked me, and they were like, your baby is not moving, so we're gonna have to move you to a hospital for people who are more knowledgeable of such things, because we don't know why your baby is not moving. So they called an ambulance, guys. When the ambulance came, I was starting to feel like contractions. They were starting to be so painful. I went to the hospital, and then they transferred me to a hospital. Then when I got to the hospital, I stayed the night. I got there around 2 o'clock in the morning the next day, like, oh yeah, in the middle of the night, in the morning. I don't know what to call it, but then yeah. And when I got there, they signed me in, gave me something to wear, and then I slept in the bed. People were sleeping, I couldn't sleep. Like, they were so severe. I felt like I was the only one in pain there. Then in the morning they woke us up. They were like, you have to brush your teeth, you have to prepare for the day, and you have to eat breakfast. And then they checked our BPs and all that, and then I was just in so much pain, and I ate. After eating, I was like, I can't anymore. I couldn't even sit. And then I finally gave birth to baby Lou. Yo, I love him so much, guys. That day I was so happy. It was the happiest day of my life. So this video was about me finding out I'm pregnant in varsity. So I guess I'll do another video about the birth, like the birth story, like everything about the birth story. I'll go into detail about what happened, everything guys. I'll just tell you everything, my experience and everything. So the day that I gave birth, I was so excited. I was so happy. I felt like I made the biggest, the best decision of my life to have a baby, even though it was not planned. But I love him so much. I felt like it was an achievement, and indeed he was. So thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I hope next time you're gonna tune in. Maybe we're gonna have, like, I don't know, better lighting, or I don't know, I don't know. So let's just see how it goes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Just like, comment and subscribe.